Okay, we have our sword. I don't know if we'll be able to purify it, but I don't care. One way or the other, it's a new ending. And I'm gonna murder a bunch of people with it. So we just gotta make our way home. And anyone gets in my way, they get sliced up. Good. I think everything's already sliced up at this point. You know what? Let's switch to lead pipe. Because my sword's at half health. I believe the idea is if we beat people to death with the pipe, the sword repairs while it's sheathed. So that's just good for us. It's been incredibly windy out here, and I saw... We're hoping for a clue to finish the puzzle on the way back, right? Maybe. Like, we know where we could purify the sword. We haven't just... It didn't work when we went. Like, it's not an option for us. And since, like, we've tore the level apart, like, we definitely didn't miss anything. If we don't find anything in our house, we might have missed it earlier on when it comes to purifying. But that's okay. No matter what, we're getting an ending that we haven't seen. It's just a matter of whether or not we have a purified sword or not for one of those endings. Alright, here's the park. What's going on now? So I think this is boy who becomes Fox Mask later on. Kitties and backpacks and strollers? Did you go to KittyCon? Oh, you went to CatCon, my goodness. Yep, Kodayuki. So he definitely becomes Fox Mask. We end up being an arranged marriage with him for our father to pay off his debt. We were talking about this last time, but to continue talking about it, I am now, like, basically 99% sure that the events that we're playing through right now, we are definitely not this age. Like, we are regressed or we're thinking back, but everyone's talking about things in the past tense to a degree that, like, that first ending we got, like, I was like, that can't be us because of the wrong age. No, that was probably the age. Like, we were probably going crazy at the wedding, doing some murders, so, like, none of this is happening in the time we think it's happening. That has to be the case. While the request for emergency transport was being made, I was left alone in the examination room with the patient. During this time, he briefly regained consciousness. When I rushed over and began calling his name, he responded, Kodayuki. So that is my name. And here we go. Further confirming our idea that the kid is either swapped with or possessed by a fox spirit. It is not uncommon for patients with high fevers to experience disorientation. However, this young boy did not show any signs of distress. He remained expressionless, his face like an unmoving mask. His eyes were blank and glassy, not unlike those of a doll. At the very least, I did not note any of the usual symptoms of fever-induced disorientation. Immediately after, he again lost consciousness. As I did not accompany him, I do not know the details of what happened at the prefectural hospital. Although such an episode can likely be attributed to a temporary disturbance in the patient's memory, as a long-practicing physician of Ebi Sugawaka, I cannot help but be reminded of the local phenomenon, the fox possession. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like a lot of things didn't really come into place until New Game Plus here. We had our theories, but like, at this point, a bunch of things have basically been confirmed now. I'll take a toolkit. Like, we do have another section of the spirit worlds coming up, so it's possible we haven't missed it. But it's also possible, like, we missed it in an earlier one.
I'll take it.
But I'm not gonna stress it. Whatever ending we get, we get. Alright, that's back here. Moving on. Hey, buddy. Shebang! I was talking with Abe Clancy at my Halloween party about a comment we talk about every once in a while, which is a developer said one of the hardest parts of game design is trying to prevent your players from optimizing the fun out of the game. And the combat in this game is definitely an example of the heavy attack will stun the enemy. And there's not too much nuance to the combat, so it devolves into just string heavy attacks together until they're dead. I don't really have a solution to that outside of, I think, I appreciate the combat engine being in the game, because Silent Hills typically don't have anything outside of, like, just awkwardly swing pipe or stick, or, you know, shoot a gun occasionally. I think the encounter rate's too high in this game. Like, you want to fix this. Not that it necessarily needs to be fixed, I do think it is pretty good. Just, reduce the encounters down. Because encounters were a bit rarer in OG Silent Hills. My understanding is after the first ending, which you can only get the first ending on your first playthrough. You can't get any other endings. After that, I think most endings are gettable, except for maybe the true ending might require 2 endings beforehand. Yeah, there's just too many combat encounters. Like, it really slows the game down. Especially if you're gonna do, like, New Game Plus cycles to make the player replay the game often. That swaps the focus. Like, in a game like Dark Souls, combat's the point. Like, you're constantly looking to get into combat because that's the cycle. That's what you're looking to do. The gameplay loop is combat. And yes, you are learning about the world, and there's a lot of fun things to do as you go, but, like, you look forward to the combat for the most part, outside of maybe a fight you don't like. in a new game cycle where the story changes and you're getting more information, combat's just like a blockade to me now. Like, I just want to get to the next note or the next like story beat. I want to learn. So yeah, at this point, the combat is exceedingly tedious. On the 21st, 13 Ebisuoka residents were brutally killed in broad daylight. The police department has yet to find the killer. Kinshu Paper Morning Edition, May 22nd, Meiji 13th, 1880. This was a truly horrible incident. Police investigations pulled up nothing, and construction on large-scale dam began soon after. Drawing a whole new workforce to Ebisuoka was rapidly developing the town. Before long, everybody had forgotten about the mass murder. I, however, have not forgotten. There's something very peculiar about this incident. According to multiple eyewitness reports, the killer was a giant of a man, over 2 meters tall, who had covered himself head to toe in tree bark and roots fashioned to a kind of armor. On top of all that, he also wore no mask. He marched around town preaching the following. You worship false idols. The foxes lead you astray. Destroy their foul statues. If reverence is not given to the divine tree, then that water dragon shall rise once more to bring calamity upon this land. The man then proceeded to butcher everyone in his path with a katana. We have that katana. I'd wager the perpetrator was some kind of divine tree faith fanatic. To the followers of the old practices, the transition of faith from divine tree to Inari, surely seen as an unforgivable act of blasphemy. It's entirely possible that the strange guise he wore was to replicate the giant monk who founded the religion in the Kamakura period. According to another eyewitness report, we also know what happened to the man in his final moments. This, too, unsurprisingly, has been made out into some kind of divine happening. A thick fog swept in, and from it appeared a pack of eerily glowing foxes. They circled around the man surrounding him, and then everything was swallowed by the fog, leaving nothing behind. What juvenile drivel! Die Revenge dude, just no regard. He doesn't give a shit. Those people are stupid, and they should feel stupid. The worst part is, toward the end, they start making it so that the combat is mandatory. Like, there are lumpy, bloody growths they have to kill the monsters to clear, and it's like, don't do that. Just let me run away, run away from it. Good God. No. $2,000. It's also the possibility that, like, what we have here is, a bit of a god-on-god situation. There's the water dragon that causes the poisonous vapors, and supposedly, the tree and/or the foxes are keeping that in check. We could be working for one of those gods in some capacity. Obviously, the foxes are directly involved. But now we have ourselves a divine sword. Kitchen knife. Ah, this pipe's about broken. This looks like a job for sword! The Divine Sword's like the Master Sword in Breath of the Wilds. It will repair itself if we keep it in its sheath. But yeah, that was a mandatory combat moment. I can't go that way until we kill them. And stuff like that, like I don't want mandatory combat. Especially not on New Game Plus. Like I just want to be able to find the new notes, learn the new information. I've already done that, Nara. Alright, we're good. Little Higashi. But at this point, it's like, you have to kill this thing to get by. I'm like, I'm going to take an infinite stamina item, and I'm just going to wail on them with heavy attacks until the problem is solved. At this point, the only questions we have are stuff like, did Shu know what he was doing when he gave us the drugs? Or was it an innocent mistake? Get off of me! Ooh, and another toolkit? Nice. Prescribing medication as a school child to a school child brings it back to malicious. Like, his family's a pharmacist's family, and like, they do, you know, herbal, local, traditional medicines. And if we've been taking it for years without problems, it could have just been completely innocent. Or it could have been like this will probably eventually do something. But I do think he likes us and is a friend at the very least, so I don't think it was malicious. But if we take into account stuff like we went crazy and murdered a bunch of people at a wedding in Ending 1, and went on a rampage, and the pills are very much responsible for that, and we're not actually this age, we were older, and this is all like in our head in that regard, then at that point, like, maybe adult Shu was giving adult us pills and we went fucking nuts. That's a little bit more malicious. No one stops me from looking at stuff. Nobody. So this should be a dead end down here. Eventually a dead end. I'm kind of curious to see if there's anything down here. Alright, I'm not fighting you guys. I'm just gonna run by and see if there's anything noteworthy around. First aid kit's not what I'm talking about. Of course, these not even knee high, ankle high plants were in the way. Like, ideally, I'm looking for documents. I want information. Oh, I mean, I will take a sledgehammer, though. You got me there. You know what I like, game? And my sword's fully repaired. Chocolates. Really, an Emma? I mean, an Emma's a level up item, that's pretty good. Didn't expect to run into this, though. Good lord. Get off of me! Oh, very funny. Pathetic. I guess he spawned because we got into a fight. No, we found the Emma. That's why he spawned. No, thank you. Not my problem. Please see prior statements. Okay, there's also a door up ahead that I could open. I think we've already been inside here, though. Yeah, this was the treasure hunter message house. One last spot up here. There were Inari statues up here, but they're like completely subsumed by fleshy mounds. Oh, I saw something glow up there for a second. God, whatever, I'm out of here. Nothing to enshrine, let's just go. Need some, like, carcasses and stuff, come on. Sure, take the bandage. Take it! Let's get out of here. God damn it. Dick. What's the matter?
だけ持ってくれ。
It's fine. Nothing to worry about. When we get to Silent Hill G, what's going on, Joe? Still enjoying Duck Off? You know what? It looks like fun. Like, it looks like a... It looks like the kind of extraction game I would actually get into. I'm rolling in bandages. Alright, should I check the shed along the outside path? I know these two sexy things are gonna get up. And sledge. Yeah, might as well, like, just in case. Could be something here. Chocolate bar. Yokon. Just some restorative items. Alright. Let's go to our house. Oh, you think? Oh no, we're surprised by that. It's literally everywhere. Nothing to pick up. Alcoholic and abusive father, hello? You guys didn't murder and cannibalize my friends, did you? Hello?
もしもし。
清水さんのお宅でお間違いないでしょうか。岡本水産でございます。毎度ごひいきに預かり誠にありがとうございます。
もしもし。
What do you think that's about, though? That I still haven't really tied anything to. Our dad's knife is a tuna knife.
こんな部屋、うちにはない。
Last minute Dagon reference. Alright. Door on the left. Can't open. Also the chocolate. We're never gonna use it. Alright, we need the seals. This is the hint for the seals. The sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. After a long and vicious fight, The fox fell to the sword. In the aftermath, their seal upon the land vanished without a trace. The sword raises itself heavenward, the scales now dedicated to the rising sun. Now go, white bird, fly away and never come back. White bird took to the air and flew towards the horizon, becoming a silhouette against the setting sun. Now nothing remained upon the land. Interesting. The sword featuring in there is kind of neat. Makes me feel confident that we are on a sword end. Shoo?
そこにいるの
Shoo, buddy. You alright in there, bud? Calendar placed beside the room at the end of the hallway. 1962.
なんでここにこの日付
October 6th, 1962.
何か大事な日だった気が
Alright, if we go through there, we're gonna loop through the house. We don't want to do that yet. Want to finish whatever we can in loop 1 of house before we get to 2 and 3. Nothing. Oh, oh, oh. My parents' room. Divine water. Something was hanging here before. They're crossed out. That's kind of interesting. Last time only I was scratched out. This time it's my mom, my dad, and Rinko, that bitch. So you're gonna go upside down. You gotta go upside down. You gotta go right side up, and when we find the last picture, which is going to be of Sakako, we're all set. Fate of the Apostate. Obtain all the documents in the Diary of Revenge series. My father had the courage to call out the town's religious group for the embezzlement of local taxes. He died in an accident shortly after, and those crooks claimed it as Inari-sama's divine punishment. I abandoned all faith and became an atheist from that day on. I don't believe in the gods or Buddha or divine punishment or stupid curses. So I turned to research, began delving into local history of religion and folklore. My goal was to expose their precious faith for what it really was. Bunch of wild tales crafted to suit their manipulative needs, and ultimately get my revenge. I wrote this journal like some kind of final message now due to my steadily deteriorating health. From the beginning of this month, my appetite has drastically decreased. Even after 3 weeks, I still don't get hungry. Any attempts to force food down simply results in vomiting. 2 days ago, I tried to eat some rice porridge to no avail, threw it up soon after. More concerning, was that there was something moving around in my vomit. It was the larva of a locust. Yesterday I awoke in a sudden fit of choking coughs. Left an odd squirming and scratching sensation in my throat and mouth. Turning on the light, I spat out what I had coughed up. It was a grasshopper and a cricket. Surrounding in my bed, I found another dozen or so insects crawling on the sheets. I had coughed up all these bugs. I can't go to a doctor. If anyone were to see this, they would immediately claim it was some kind of divine punishment. Woke up again in the early hours of the morning to a painful fit of coughing and countless bugs spewing from my mouth. They came out of me and crawl up my curtains and scuttle across the floor until every inch of my room is covered in gleaming, writhing carpet. I'm nothing more than skin and bones at this point, yet my head feels bulbous and heavy. Whenever I move it, I can hear a dry chittering inside of me. My head is full of them now, or maybe they're eggs. I had a headache that felt like my head was going to split open just moments ago, but it went away like it was nothing. My cough and the insects are getting progressively worse. However, I don't think I'll make it through the night. I refuse to believe there's some divine punishment for questioning the gods, though. Who in their right mind would believe such nonsense? This is the dude who had that insect larva in his bones. Not sure who the Diary of Revenge is written by. That one is a bit of a mystery still. Absolutely not. You don't want to cough up a bunch of bugs? It's good living. Take it from someone who knows. Yeah, someone's remains that had bugs inside them. I wonder if that person's ever identifiable. Like, do we ever get the information we need to pin it on a name? Bloodstains. There's propane, but no tube. Do. Axe, you say? Let's replace my broken axe. Looks like we only have locked doors now, and of course the room we just opened, which we can go through. So onward to loop 2. Where do you think you're going? Get back here.
どうなってるの?
Last time the bath was filled with like goo and we remarked on it being gross, but now it's clear. So just kind of a non-bathroom. Yeah, at least go to the walk-in, right? I think this is the only sanity restoring item I have. Let's not throw all of it away, huh? 2 free slots. I know we could do stacks of 3, so if we see 4s, we know that's taking up extra slots. And I gotta use a lot of bandages. Like, I have so many bandages. What up, loser? Well played. Goopy Bob. So many Kokeshi dolls in the house. Sickle's garbage. Why would I take that? Piece of chocolate. Door is stuck. Outside edge. And then table in the middle. Washing machine flyer. Be mesmerized by the swirling dance of washing water. State-of-the-art electronic washing machine for the housewife who knows best. Washing machine of the future. Brought to you by electronics pioneer Toranami Denki. KM2 model is only 29,800 yen. Why? I remember finding that in New Game. Why is that a feature in New Game Plus? Is the washing machine gonna be a new enemy we fight? What's going on? Huh. Just a lot of rooms that don't really do much right now. End boss washing machine. Insert game of the year. Junko's bed is here, just like it was back then. Dear Santa, I've been a very good girl this year, and so I would like a ray gun, please. From Shimizu Hinako.
お姉ちゃん、どこにいるの?
Boy, I sure loved sports. Seriously, there's Kokeshi dolls everywhere. There's probably symbolism there I'm not understanding by virtue of not being Japanese. Let's go down this way first. Yeah. Take your licks. Barely does damage. And by the time you're done powering up... I'm done with my readying up of attacks. All works for me. A picture of me. Can't remember when it was taken, though. That's weird. I thought I was already in the room. I definitely don't need that many. You got the perfect jump chance on me, and you blew it! Like makeshift armor. Alright. Draw my blade. Let's do this. Y'all are gonna get samurai sworded. They're barely doing damage. What up? Right? Like, sometimes it's just references that you're not getting because it's not your culture. Like, I have familiarity. Oh, Lord.
入れてって頼んだら入れてくれなかったんだって。
あらあら、気の毒だったね。
ひなちゃんは男の子と遊んでたから女の子のお遊びには入れてあげないって言われたの。
誰そんなこと言ったの？後でお姉ちゃんが叱っとくから。
純子およし、かわいそうに男の子と遊んでただけでひどいね。
女の子嫌い。ひな子は女の子嫌だ。男の子になる。
この子はもっと小さい頃から男の子とも女の子とも遊んでたからね。
昭和って不思議な時代だよね。どうして子供の世界では男女が冷やかし合い互いに拒絶し合っているんだろう。学校でも異性と話をしただけでバカにされたり冷やかされたり、私はそういうのが昔から理解できなくてのけ者にされてた。男子とかくれんぼしたい時もあれば女子とお人形で遊びたい時もあった。でも男子は私を女扱いしてあんまり仲間に入れてくれなかった。女子は私が男子と遊んでるからって仲間外れにすることも多かった。お姉ちゃんはそれをひな子は見えている世界が違うのねって言ってたっけ。でもそんな私にも私のことを女扱いせずに遊んでくれる初めての親友ができたんだ。
おい、それお前の人形だろ。落としてるぞ。宇宙作戦本部応答せよ。新たな巨大 UFO を確認。
There we
直ち
go.
に迎撃に向かう。
Shu was a good guy. None of that was in the new game. That was all new information. Well, new-ish, I suppose. Like, I basically understood that friendship aspect between her and Shu was because he didn't treat us like some precious little flower. Now we have the calendar, so we can open that door. Ah, this is a fun room. Doesn't feel right. I feel like someone's watching me. I'm always alone, so I'm okay with playing by myself. That means I have the right dish and the left dish all to myself. I like to play with Kokeshi dolls a lot. Extra careful to share them with left Indigo and right Indigo, so it's both fair. Maybe there's just a lot of Kokeshi dolls because of that.
昔これで遊んでた。飽きそうなところがある。
Hmm. Learn to table, loser. Okay. Put the calendar on. $1950, September 19th. There's someone clomping around in there. I don't think I appreciated before that all of the weird puppets have, fox legs. Oh, it smells horrible. What is this? Well, there we go. Never mind. First time I saw the tub, it was clean, but that was in a different loop. Oh, something's clomping around. Ain't my problem. Hinako's diary. Just shut up, Ted. You too, Mom. This is my decision, not our decision. So, no, our decision. Don't act like either of you gets to have a say in this. I won't become like you. We won't become like you. I know you have ulterior motives. I'm just a pig to you, aren't I? Fattened up and ready for the slaughter, huh? You think I care about your money problems? Don't try and change the way we feel. Alright, the two Hinako thing, a lot more pronounced.
これもうじき壊れるな。
Chocolate. Alright, little punk. He managed to circle all the way around? Get slashed. I have toolkits, but I think I'm just gonna let this break. Don't think I need the bat. And if we find something new, might as well just have an empty slot for it. Here we go. Two of you. A kudzu tea. Three slots. Alright, that's fine. Alright. The only thing I have left that I can upgrade is sanity, so fine, I guess. I'll do it. I imagine this is definitely going to be a different scene now. Block of wax.
何か入ってる。
Wasn't there a encounter with other us in the room last time? Hmm. Okie dokie. Don't want to go through yet. There's still more pieces we need for other puzzles. What's going on in that picture? All right. I don't recognize this room. Oh, Yokon? Sure. And it loops for some reason. Bunch of dolls, bunch of Kokeshi. No good, it won't budge. If only I could move the potted flowers out of the way. That's just silly, come on! I don't see anything special in there. Oh boy, bandages. Just what I needed. Let me just break this real fast. Peace out. Antique comb. Nothing. R.I.P. Stuck. Door on the left. Here's the kitchen. That's what I'm trying to find. That should be soon. There it is. Get the hose. Still one of the weirder rooms in the game right here. I should leave right away. Giant broken Kokeshi doll with an eyeball inside. Alright, so that door we can't open until we have the bird key. We know how we get the bird key, though. So it's time to loop again. In we go. What's going on, Gasso? All right, I need to go to the kitchen. Light the fire. Melt the wax. Get my bird key. I feel like I remember seeing that you were playing some Nine Kings on Steam, that right? Do anything fun in there? Oh, they were Steam friends. Oh, never mind then. Saw someone in there playing. What do you mean we're not friends? What the hell, dude? Wait, you don't want to be friends with me? It's fucked up. Thought we were friends. I don't use Steam as a social network. That's fair. Okay. I think I'm still missing one of the crests, right? Yeah, I have the scales and I have the white bird. And you get the sword. You're in ball pit? Yeah, ball pit's a lot of fun. So I think we want to go through... Go through and get the third thing. How's your hi hello thing? Oh, still every day, once a day. Get a pleasant little hi. That requires a different thing. Yeah, we gotta go through. Every day, just one hello at a time. Yeah, just straight to the end of the hall, basically. Alright, did that puzzle. I need to go all the way around. Like, I'm gonna fight you. Why would I do it? Give me a reason. I dare you.
Maji? それ冗談だろ。
うん。大マジ。
そんなやつ俺知らねえよ。覚えてもねえよ。第一それが急に今頃になってわけがわかんない。
Must be us telling Shu about the arranged
そう
marriage.
か。相棒はどう思う？
それはひなこが自分で考えて決めるしかねえよ。俺が口出しできることじゃ。
It's your place, I asked
お
you.
かしいよね。それに私女扱いされるの嫌だし、相棒だって似合わないって思うでしょ。
うん。
だよね。私も似合わないって思うし。
そう決めつけるなよ。答えを急ぐな。悪い癖だぞ。もっと時間をかけてゆっくりと考えろ。心を落ち着けて静かに心の中の自分と対話しろ。
そうだな。相棒の言う通りだ。
Contacting inner self now.
大丈夫か？また頭痛か？お前は悩み込むとすぐ頭痛に出るな。我慢せずに薬飲めよ。ひどくなってからじゃ遅いんだからな。
買ったやつ全然効かないんだ。
そうか。また俺が見繕ってやるから、お前の体質に合ったやつを探してみる。
ありがとう相棒。やっぱり頼りになるな。
いいか？どんな選択も焦って選んだら必ず後悔する。じっくり考えるんだ。それだけは絶対に約束しろ。
お姉ちゃんにも同じこと言われたよ。わかった相棒、約束する。
She was a good kid. Blackbird and swordplate. Yeah, that's the third plate I needed, which means we're ready to loop. Not sure what that giant head's about. Let's get out of here. Bye. Alright, back to 1. Alright, the sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. Fox fell, seal upon the land vanished, sword raised itself heavenwards. Go, white bird, and fly away. Wait. Fly away, white bird. You're empty. Blackbird sword. Sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. After a long and vicious fight, the fox fell to the sword. So the fox is dead, sword's alive. In the aftermath, their seal upon the land vanished without a trace. The sword raised itself heavenward, the scales now dedicated to the rising sun. Now go, white bird, fly away and never come back. Took the air, flew toward the horizon, becoming a silhouette against the rising sun. Whoop, 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 whoop. Sword, scales, whitebird, nothing remained. We want the sword, we want the scales, we want the whitebird, we want empty. There's the scales. Sword raises itself heavenward. The scales now dedicated to the rising sun. Rising sun. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, rising sun. Scales need to be on that side. Pine tree emblem.
ひなこ、いるなら返事ぐらいして。シュウ君が来てるって言ってるでしょ。
相棒、調子はどうだ？
調子って？私調子悪くないよ。
最近学校でも上の空じゃないか。俺たちが話しかけてもぼんやりしてるし、悩みすぎてまた頭痛がひどくなってるんじゃないかって思ってさ。
全然。
そうか。
うん。
You worry too much.
ごめんね。お手洗い行ってくるね。
あ、うん。ひなこのお母さん言ってたな。最近隠れて何かを読んでいるって。これがそうなのか。ごめん。タンスの裏になんか見えたんで。
読んだ？
え？
何も読んでないよね。忘れて。週には関係ないから。
What is it?
何も読んでないよ。というか字なんて何も。
ごめん。帰ってもらっていい？今日は体調が悪いの。
お前さ、
帰って。
わかった。また明日。
Alright, time to chat with other me.
私おかしいのかな。心がね、自分でも不安になるくらいにすごく
I wanna know what you're reading.
早くおかしくなっていくの。咲子に聞いたらそれは恋なんじゃないかって言うんだけれど、本当にそうなのかな。私が想像していた恋っていうのはもっともっとじっくり温かで酸っぱいんだけれど、ほんのり甘くてくすぐったくて、そういうものだと思ってた。でもね、今の私はそれとは全然違う。これは温かで酸っぱくて甘いんだけれど、まるで
Got a spare uniform? Mine's really fucked up.
沼の底に無理やり引きずり込まれるような、そんな感じなの。とても心地いいよ。でもね、なぜかずっと心のどこかで怖さも覚えているの。これは本当に恋なのかな。私だけが特別なのかな。あなたはどう思う？ねえねえねえ。いや、わからない。でも一つだけわかるよ。あなたのその気持ちは多分週に感じたものとは全く別の、全く異形の何か。私とあなた、どちらもひな子だけれど、きっとどちらかが間違っている。 お願い。もし私が間違っていたなら私を殺してねえ解放して。さもなきゃ私があんたを殺すから。
Oh! Do it! Finish the job! Damn it! I want to read the secret goddamn book. What? A different monster went in that goddamn door. Make that make sense, you sons of bitches. Whatever, fuck that, I'm out of here. Unknown area, alright.
うちの中まで。こんなとこに置いとくなんて。
Antique comb. Free baseball bat. One of them's extra crispy.
どうしてこんなことに。
It ain't real.
ひなこちゃんのお帰りだ。待ってました。
ひなこ、遅かったな。今から始めるところだったぞ。誰のなんだと。それではご一同様、包丁のさよどうぞご覧くださいよ
I got my own sword, dude.
その戦は
Well, I ain't using this pipe. Ow! Mom! I want to try and kill Dad before Mom. Yeah! Shut up, Dad! And there was an achievement for it. Kill your father before your mom. Dad's just falling apart here. Don't go out there. Ah, they sucked. You're fine. Back to the other place. Must've just suck. So seam. There we go. Much better. No! Knock it out of his hand. Say no. I don't know about the rest of you, but if the seam of my sock ever rotates in such a way that it's under my foot, unacceptable. When do I get to murder the fox man with my sword? Seam underfoot is a nightmare. Agreed.
これでは皆々様に愛想をつかされてしまうでしょうか。
そんなことは私が許しはしない。少し血色が良くなった。君の体にも合うようだ。
Drink your medicine.
これは
先祖の霊に備えた米と水を混ぜ合わせてこしたものだ。神聖な力が宿っている。
もう立てます。ありがとうございます。
そうか、気をつけて。行こう。君のために用意した一番大切なものがある。
It's my Pog collection. I have some super rare slammer whammers. I have some Pogs. The coolest. You gotta see my Pogs.